All right, so we got our NFL players of the month for the month of November. We got four categories. We got offense, defense, special teams, and rookies. Let's start off with the offense. Obviously, of course, a lot of people expected this. I expected it. Patrick Mahomes is your AFC Offensive Player of the Month. He went 4-0, 14 touchdowns in 4 games. He had an interception. He went 132 for 181 completion attempts, which, by the way, if you want to know the percentage, is 72.9, basically 73%. And in those 4 games, he had 1,598 yards, and he had 399 and a half average yards per game, which is just truly ridiculous. I mean, that's numbers you hardly ever hear about these days. That's just oof. Anyway. The NFC Offensive Player of the Week, of course, it's Mario Dalvin Cook. He went 4-1 in the span of 5 games, 128 average yards per game, 641 rushing yards, 191 receiving yards on 17 catches and 7 touchdowns. I don't know about you, Mario. I don't got a problem with that. I really don't.
Nah. Well, I mean, congratulations to Patrick Mahomes, but congratulations to Dalvin Cook. You know, that's the chef right there. He be cooking that stuff up. But we're not talking. But you know what? Let me be biased here, okay? Yeah, first of all, with Patrick Mahomes, we expect this out of him. You know what I'm saying? When you do a lot of stuff great like him, you expect that greatness throughout. You know what I'm saying? Once you become great, we expect greatness throughout your whole career, as long as it lasts. And honestly, Patrick Mahomes has given us that. You know what I'm saying? 2 seasons prior, he was great. This season, he's great. So I mean, like, we expect that out of Patrick Mahomes. As for Dalvin Cook, this is the start of something, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do think he is the best running back in the league. People can say Derrick Henry, but it's an argument. It really is. But even Derrick Henry admitted that Dalvin Cook's the best running back in the league. So I mean, hey,
Yeah,
I don't
man.
think there's an argument right there. When the guy that you're saying is the best running back in the league says that another running back is the best running back in the league, you might need to take that seriously.
You might need, yeah, right, because he probably means that.
Right, absolutely. Dalvin Cook. I mean, Derrick Henry said it. He said, "I got a chance to see him up front, and I just think he does everything well." So I think he is right now the best running back in the league. I completely agree. Like, credit to Derrick Henry, because not a lot of guys would have said that. Because a lot of guys now have an ego where they're like, "I'm the best. This is me." Blah blah blah, and their stats don't really prove it.
Yeah, right.
Derrick Henry, credit to him for just admitting it. You know what I'm saying?
Being humble, yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, credit to him. So I mean, I really don't got a problem with those two being offensive players of the year. I mean, a lot of people argue Deshaun Watson, but I just don't think so.
I don't think he's on the level of Patrick Mahomes not right now, anyway.
Right, I agree with that. Russell Wilson kind of slid down a little bit,
Yeah.
so not him for NFC. You could say Derrick Henry. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but like, I still think Dalvin Cook was better. He had the 2 straight 200 yards rushing games. He has, I think, like 13 TDs on the year. So let's give credit where credit's due. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a problem with these offensive players of the week of the month.
Month. Yeah.
Honestly, I think they're two of the best players in the league.
Yeah, right. I absolutely agree with that. I got no
Rest
problem
of
with it.
them.
So congratulations to both of them. We got our defensive players of the month of November. For the AFC, it's TJ Watt. I kind of expected this one too. TJ Watt's just a monster. I mean, then again, he gets it from JJ Watt, his own brother. Obviously, of course, the team's been undefeated, so it's not a surprise they're 5-0 in November. He had 5.5 sacks, 18 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, and 3 passes defended, which is just good stats to have as a defender. I think in my eyes, JJ Watt. Excuse me, not JJ Watt. TJ Watt completes the Steelers defense. Without TJ Watt, that Steelers defense really isn't going to be as good as you think it is. I think TJ Watt is the centerpiece of that Steelers defense. That's just what I think. I don't know if you think the same. And NFC Defensive Player of the Week is Cameron Jordan. Again, same thing. He's 5-0. The Saints have been on a tear lately. They're on like a 7-game win streak. They're absolutely crazy. And that was a team in the beginning I said was sloppy, and they addressed my criticisms, and they picked up the pace, and now they're one of the best, and now they're the best team in the NFC. Of course, he got 12 tackles, 5 sacks, and 6 tackles for loss. That's great stats to have. So I want to hear what you think, Mario.
So yeah, I mean, congratulations to both of them, TJ Watt and Cameron Jordan. It's hard to argue defense, man. It really is.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, but I mean, the best thing you can do is like look at is look at stats right now. So let me look up stats right now. Let me see who we got here. TJ Watt leads the league in 11 sacks. Okay. Behind him is Aaron Donald. Okay. That's a good place to start. You know what I'm saying? Xavier Howard on the Miami Dolphins to 7 picks this year. Okay. That's a good place to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, hey, if you want to talk about interceptions, there's your guy right there. Zach Cunningham leads the league in tackles, which is 109. So, with those being said, I look at those two categories, right? And it's funny that I look at those two categories because we got Zach Cunningham, who's a linebacker, Xavier Howard, who's a corner, and TJ Watt, who's a defensive lineman, basically. I mean, you could call him a linebacker, but he's an edge guy, basically. You know what I'm saying? Well, he is a linebacker, but I like to call him more of a line because usually on the line more. He's more of an edge, in my opinion. So I look at all those guys right there, and I'm gonna be real with you. I got no problem with it. TJ Watt. TJ Watt. As for Cameron Jordan being like NFC player, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You could give that to like Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett's AFC.
Huh?
Myles Garrett's
yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can make a case for Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Aaron
Actually,
Donald.
you can make a case for. I'm gonna be real with you, just because he's a lockdown. Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey, yeah.
Jalen Ramsey, I think he's having a better season this year than he did back in 2017.
2017, 2018, something like that.
2017, yeah, because that was the year the Eagles were good and the Minnesota Vikings were good, yeah. So I think he's having a better season this year with the Rams than he did 2017. So you can put Jalen Ramsey on there. You can put Aaron Donald on there. I just don't agree with Cam Jordan. I don't think there's been a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. He's a great player. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a guy that in the film room you really circle and you're like, this is a guy you got to watch out for when playing the Saints. And he's a good reason why the Saints have a really good defense. But I do believe that Aaron Donald, honestly, might be the better defender. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But regardless of that, congratulations to both of them.
Yeah.
And yes, that's basically what I got to say about that.
Yeah, congrats to both, man. You know, well played. As for special teams for the AFC, we got Jason Sanders. He's the Dolphins kicker. I know. When it comes to football, not a lot of people know about special teams, but he's a Dolphins kicker. He has He's made 9 out of 10 field goals. He made all 13 extra points, and he has 40 total points. 6 of those field goals were 50+ yards. Which is big. You know, he's got a strong foot for that. As for the NFC one, this is the Falcons kicker. Is Young-Ho Koo. He's another one I seen the other day. Against the Raiders, and that was he's really good. He's a really good kicker. He made 14 field goals. He's made 9 out of 10 extra points and a total of 51 points throughout the month of November. So, what do you think, Mario?
Yeah, I completely agree with it. I mean, just some shout. You could talk about Folk on the Patriots. He's been a really good kicker recently. Joey Sly is another one. I mean, he's had a couple like game-winning misses, but in his defense, they were long ones.
Yeah.
Rodrigo Blankenship, I think, has been a very good player. Tampa Bay's Ryan Sukup, he's been really good. Daniel Carlson, surprisingly, because he was on the Vikings. I wasn't on the Vikings, but hey. But I do believe that Koo and Sanders, I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah, I think it is a good way to go too, and I think the Falcons, you know, were in desperate need of a kicker. I mean, their last kickers weren't that great. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but this kid, Young-Ho Koo, is something else, man. 51 points in the month of November. You got to keep that up. And by the way, the Falcons are on a late season. Falcons do this every year. They start off the year terrible, but then later on in the season they start to kind of shift the tide, and this might lead to something with their kickers. But yeah, congratulations to both of them so far. I don't got a problem with this list so far. Now, the last category, we got the rookies. I know Mario's probably pooping the brick over there. The AFC Rookie of the Month is Justin Herbert. No surprise to me. He has 294.6 average yards per game, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That could be a little better, but you know, it's the Chargers. The Chargers don't really have any, protection. And 66.5% completion rate, which is great. And the NFC Rookie of the Month is my boy My boy Jeremy Chin, bro. Let me tell you something about that kid, bro. 7.5 average tackles a game. He's got 30 tackles in the month of November. Two fumble recoveries for touchdown return. I was in that game versus the Vikings on both of them. He's the second player in NFL history to achieve that. He has a forced fumble and a pass defended. Obviously, congratulations to the both of them. In the NFC, you can make a case for Justin Jefferson. I know Mario will touch up on that, but honestly, I think Jeremy Chin is another kid to look out for. I mean, it's tough, man. I wouldn't be mad if Justin Jefferson was on this list. I really wouldn't. But Jeremy Chin has just shown so much promise, and both of them have. Both of them have. I think because the Panthers defense has been crumbling, I think Jeremy Chin has been stepping it up for them. Ever since Kuechly left the Panthers, that defense really hasn't been that good. And Jeremy Chin stepping up and looking to be, a defensive player in the future, and a damn good one too. So, Mario, what do you think, man?
Well, I'll say this: Justin Jefferson, if that was the competition, he's not competing with Chin. He's competing with Herbert, his offensive rookie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's the argument between Herbert and Jefferson. Let me say this: Herbert right now has 23 TDs with 7 interceptions. Okay, it's not bad. All right.
Yeah.
Let me explain something. The amount of history that Justin Jefferson has accomplished this year. Let me explain something to you. I hope people I want people to understand this real clearly right now. Like this is what's annoying me. I want you people to understand this real clearly right now. You know your boy DK Metcalf? Justin Jefferson has more yards than him than DK Metcalf's entire rookie year. Right now. Justin Jefferson is 82 yards away from being a 1,000-yard receiver in his rookie year. Justin Jefferson is on pace to surpass Randy Moss in his rookie year. So you tell me what wide receiver in his rookie year has surpassed Randy Moss? Because I can't name one name in any rookie year. But you know what? Credit to Justin Herbert, because I do like Justin Herbert. I do. Here's my problem with Justin Herbert. I think that when it's a game time situation, it's the last drive. I think he's choked a little bit this year. I'm going to call it out the way I see it. He's been a very good quarterback. Very good. Don't get me wrong. But I think Justin Jefferson definitely should have got that award. But you're going to go offensive and defense, which means if you go NFC for offensive, you have to change your defensive to AFC. Then you got to think what rookies on the AFC defensively have been good. And honestly, I don't know if I can name them, man. I don't. I'm trying to think. I really am. But I you know what I'm saying? I can't think. I can't think of any. So I mean, I guess I got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy Chin, I think, has done a very good job. I think all the good defensive rookies are in the NFC. I can't really find any in the NFC. So I mean, yeah, I got to give credit. I think this is valuable, despite that I think that Justin Jefferson deserves it more than Justin Herbert. I think it's pretty credible. Let me go back to the draft, see who they were. Because I'm trying to find AFC guys, but I just can't. Burrow, he was offensive. All right, here we go. I'm trying to find defensive guys. Derek Brown, he's had an S season.
He's in NFC.
Simmons, NFC. CJ Henderson, the Jaguars haven't been that good. Javon Kinlaw, Niners, NFC. Been playing really good for them now. AJ Terrell hasn't been the same. Kenneth Murray and the Chargers. I don't know. You can make an argument maybe, but like I don't think so. Seahawks, Jordan Brooks, NFC. It's tough, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
It is, because I can't find any AFC defensive rookies who kind of deserve it. I think Jeremy Chin has been balling. With that being said, you can also go Antonio Winfield Jr. has been very good for the Bucs. The rookie for Atlanta who just recently got hurt. Wuzariq?
Something like that.
Something like that. But he's been playing very good for them. NFC, you can go Jordan Brooks on the Seahawks. He's been good. Isaiah Simmons on the Cardinals. has been a very good productive safety, but you really can't name any. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't think of any AFC rookies that if you were to put Justin Jefferson as the number one offensive rookie, you know what I'm saying? You have to
Maybe a
switch
defensive
divisions.
rookie. Yeah.
You have to switch the divisions, and you can't because all the defensive players are in the AFC. All the good rookie defensive players are in the AFC.
Yeah. Right.
Most of them, I should say, besides like Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks, you can make that argument. I mean, not bad. All the good defensive rookies are in the NFC. I'm sorry, I said that completely wrong. The AFC doesn't have a lot of good defensive rookies.
Right.
So, I mean, I got no problem with the list. You know what I'm saying? Like Justin Herbert's going to get his credit. I think that the rookie of the year should. But I will say this: if Justin Herbert wins rookie of the year, I will be a little upset, but I can understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the top two better be Jefferson and Herbert. That's all I got to say. If there was anybody else in the top two besides those two, there's a problem.
There is a problem. I'm a flip away if that happens. But either way, man. I mean,
congratulations to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to
Yeah.
trash nobody. Obviously, those are good players on those lists. You know what I'm saying? Those are good players. Those are players that you circle in the film. So like Jeremy Chin showed why he's a very good safety, right?
I
Corner.
think yes, either a safety or a corner, one of the two. I
Yeah.
can't.
He showed why he's a good why he's a good secondary player. And I mean, congratulations to everybody on that list. I will say this though, if I had to pick who's the best out of all of them, I'd pick offensive. I'd go probably Mahomes over Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Recently, Dalvin Cook has kind of taken a little bit of a fall, but he has been injured a little bit, banged up. So I mean, like, gotta give him a break there. Defensively, I give it to T.J. Watt because I think he just had a more productive November than Cam Jordan, and
Yeah, Jeremy.
I gotta give it to Justin Herbert. I have to because Justin Herbert, I just think has been balling. I think he's been balling, but I think Justin Jefferson is a more professional than Justin Herbert, only because Jefferson knows his way around the game, and it's easy when you get the ball. You know what I'm saying? You can't really compare wide receivers to quarterbacks, but doing their job, I believe Jefferson has made less mistakes than Justin Herbert has. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, Justin Herbert, he's a great player. You know, I can see why he won the award. I'm not going to get all upset about it. And congratulations to everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. Congratulations to everybody on that list. Keep balling. Especially you, my boy Jeremy Chin, man. Keep balling, guys.